261 Kenyans involved in road accidents this year, with corruption by traffic officers at the core of the road carnages. Earlier today, Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli met top traffic bosses for a consultative meeting aimed at addressing the rising cases of accidents in the country. Robbie Modi with the details.
The National Transport and Safety Authority has recorded 16,261 victims of road accidents from January to 5th September this year, an increase of 928 from last year. This has seen Acting Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli raise concern over the increase in road accidents across the country.
We want to have people to live and live well. Lives should not be cut short just because of some other incidents that could have been avoided. Not forgetting the county government also to ensure that we have the parking areas, we have the bus stop areas and stages, so that the pedestrian as well may have their way.
While meeting top traffic bosses for a consultative meeting aimed at addressing underlying problems contributing to the rise in accidents, Masengeli expressed concerns over the conduct of some of traffic unit officers, including corruption and bribery.
We've taken significant measures by ensuring we have the administrative actions taken. Officers are appearing within our system of administrative, that is order room proceedings and so forth. Also, ensuring we relieve them traffic duties to other areas, as well as they wait their last or the outcome of the administrative issue or action that is being taken.
Data from NTSA shows that 3,203 Kenyans have lost their lives due to road accidents, 8,172 seriously injured, while 4,886 were left with minor injuries since the year began.
I would like also to call upon other stakeholders like NTSA, like the Matatu Circles, the general public, and the fourth estate, the media, to assist us also to capping the road carnage that has been happening in this across the country.
Robbie Omondi, K24.
Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka was today involved in a heated altercation with EACC Deputy Chief Executive Officer Abdi Ahmed over claims of bribery within the commission. As Ian Keitany now files, the incident occurred during a session with the Senate Labour and Welfare Committee, with the senator calling on the commission to up its game in the war against corruption.
For the last 2 years, how many cases has EACC won on corruption?
What was a Senate committee session looking into the first choice agency fraud case took a turn for the worst after EACC Deputy Chief Executive Officer Abdi Ahmed took issue with what he termed as frequent allegations made by Kisii Senator Richard Onyonka on TV against the commission without substantiating them.
On many occasions, on live TV and live radio, indicating that if you have an issue with EACC, just take a briefcase. I would really want to talk to him as a Kenyan, as an honorable member. When you make such kind of allegations, without actually substantiating.
The Deputy CEO's sentiments were not taken lightly by the vocal senator, who slammed him and the commission over reluctance in handling crucial cases.
If you want me to carry a briefcase with money with you on somebody who's accused, I will take you and you see them get the money. So don't pretend this office and think that we don't know what you're doing.
Chair.
And I'm not asking you to accuse anybody unfairly. The reason why our country is the way it is, where these people have lost $1 billion shillings and you laugh at it. It is no longer a joke out here. Out here, people are saying, first of all, how I wish I had a way, I would disband EACC.
In a turn of events, the seemingly angered senator questioned the CEO over how they operate, in the process implicating two firms that he says are corrupt to the core.
Go and check a company called Trident Insurance. It is insuring all the county government workers, and they don't release payments for these people to be treated. Have I not written a letter to your office? I have. Number two, sir, are you with me? How many times have people written letters to your office about how interest is being abused in our county governments to 300 billion shillings? I mean, 300 million shillings per county. We have raised those letters to you. Go and look at my letters.
Unable to put up with the heat, the deputy CEO was forced to apologize.
I withdraw and apologize.
Elsewhere, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has apprehended 2 senior port health officers at JKIA who were said to have been issuing yellow fever vaccine certificates to foreigners without administering the vaccines and in the process soliciting and receiving bribes in return. The two, Esther Mwihaki Mwangi and Dedan Kamau Ndungu, are currently held at the EACC headquarters. Ian Keitani, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Hillside and a Russia school will be reopened and KPSEA assessment done once the victims of the ill-fated dormitory are laid to rest in a requiem mass expected to take place next week. This is after the DCI officially handed over the school to the management following conclusion of investigations on the scene. Bentura Kwamboka with the latest development.
From Hillside and the Russia Academy who are due for KPSEA assessment will have to wait until after the burial of their 21 colleagues who died from a fire incident at the school. This is according to the Central Region Acting Regional Commissioner Pius Murugu, who says plans are underway to hold the burial from next week.
We cannot be able to open the school without burying the victims. The Deputy County Commissioner who is here, she has a team on the ground, and that team will be able to see the timelines for the exam so that as soon as possible, those KPSEA candidates can be able to return back to school and continue with the normal learning. Those are our first priority, especially the candidates who are waiting for the exam.
Addressing the media after a deliberation meeting with stakeholders, Murungu said the school is no longer a crime scene and that it has been handed back to the management. The requiem mass for the 21 learners who died in the tragic school inferno will be held at the Mwege Stadium in Kiani constituency next week, at a date which will be communicated after another meeting scheduled for Friday.
Next week, we shall be having the memorial service for all the victims so that we can be able to release them to the families. The government is taking care of all the burial expenses, and also we have taken into consideration that today we were budgeting for all the expenses which shall be incurred, and the government will take care of all the expenses.
Following the incident, NAK Kenya leader Martha Karua has held the government into account, calling for more information on the incident.
We have not been given definitive numbers, and even no empathy is coming from the house on the hill. They are going on with business as usual. We do not even know whether there is enforcement to ensure safety measures in all the schools.
DCI officials handed back the school to its management after concluding investigations into the fire. On September 6th, a fire broke out in one of the dorms at Hillside Academy. Following the incident, President William Ruto declared a 3-day national mourning period for the victims, all boys who are aged between 9 and 13 years. Bentura Kwamboka, K24. Nairobi.
Well, we take another short break right here on K24 Evening Edition. We'll be back with more in a short while.
Back to the future. The future is simulate. Bet smarter.